Hello everybody. I thought I would show you my side garden. This was all Japanese Pachysandra when we bought the house. And after I pulled that out, Path Rush popped in. It was here all along, I'm sure, as well as this ground cover was underneath, called Canada Clearweed. The stems are a little clear. So I thought I'd show you this side of the house. Working on it in sections, it's a lot of work. I try to do things cost effective, so things take time to grow, and I propagate myself. So over here we have flopping mayapple. They look better in the spring. It's a Christmas fern and whitewood aster. Excuse me. These are not native. They're bearded iris, but they were from my husband's parents' house, so they're a little sentimental, and they actually flower in shade, which is kind of weird, kind of cool. Okay, so let's move up a little bit. So I think this looks pretty. I have Christmas fern. This popped up on its own. This is sensitive fern, which makes these really interesting they're not seeds, it's the spores, but I think these are from last year. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Some Solomon seal. For some reason, we have Joe Pye weed growing okay in the shade. Looks pretty good. Virginia creeper up the fence. More sensitive fern. An eastern wahoo. This is a tree in here. It's young, so I'm covering it just to be safe. This is interrupted fern. The fern is that interrupted fern? I think it's interrupted. See how it stops? There's leaves, and then the spores, and then leaves. So this is interrupted fern. Here we have that Solomon seal with Christmas ferns, mayaples, and surprisingly, a pokeberry, American pokeberry, growing in a lot of shade, and this is doing very well. It's pretty, I think. We have some Jack in the Pulpit that hasn't flowered this year. I grew that from seed a couple years ago. And one of my favorites, American spikenard. It is a perennial, but it gets really big. And about a week ago, there were summer azure butterflies laying her eggs in the flowers, which I wasn't aware that this plant was a plant that they could lay their eggs on, but it is. So that's American spikenard. These are 3 non-native azaleas that I'm working on. I need something to replace it with. Okay, we have more Solomon seal, black cohosh, regal fern, Ooh, this is a self-seeded great blue lobelia, and it's starting to flower. This is a lot of shade. I'm surprised this is happy here. Wild ginger. Ooh. Self-seeded figwort. And one of my favorites, a black cohosh. On each side here, very pretty. The bumblebees love it. They're on there now. On this side we have a bunch of ferns. Cinnamon fern too. Whitewood asters. And this is common cattail sedge, which is native and rare in New Jersey. So that's nice. Grew that from seed. There are also non-natives in here, like the foxglove. I let it flower and then I cut the stems. I don't want seeds everywhere. It pops up. So this is a swamp azalea in here, small. American spikenard. Sorry, there we go. That's pretty. Cinnamon fern. This on the ground is all native wild strawberry here. Grown from seed. This is swamp azalea, doing better on this spot. Red osier dogwood. Red chokeberry. I had here a non-native invasive Ilex crenata, Japanese holly. So I took that out and put this chokeberry, and it takes a long time for the chokeberry to grow. This is like the third year in the ground. Don't know why this has this. This is Anemone virginiana, or Virginia anemone. It's a little stunted too. I don't know what's going on there. Spicebush. Maple leaf viburnum, I had 3. They sent me 3 with 1 that had good roots and 2 that didn't, and the 2 that didn't have not survived. This is it. This is that American spikenard. It'll make little berries that the birds eat. Oh, and down here under the pokeberry, I have a small blue cohosh. This is daisy fleabane that has turned to seed. So I'll have this plant will be popping up all over the place, and I think that's good. I like that. And I like the plant pathrush. It makes seeds for birds, so. And you can walk on it. And then if I keep going, I get to my backyard. There's more of that pathrush here. This is the backyard. All those plants back there, that was all grass and English ivy, only 2 years ago. And there have been baby birds back here. So right now I see a juvenile fledgling robin. And there are, oh my goodness, they are so cute, baby or fledgling mourning doves that have been back here as well. And they just sort of hang out. I put some rocks in here and they like to sit next to the rocks and go through the leaf litter and eat bugs. So this was all grass and now it's all native plants. Okay, thank you for watching. Please try to plant native. Start small. Start with milkweed, Asclepias. This is swamp milkweed. Monarch butterflies will go extinct without these plants, so start with that. You could even grow that in a pot. Not a problem. Okay. Thanks for watching. Plant native.